Salve, salve galera, sejam bem-vindos ao canal de Games Brasil. Quem fala com vocês é o Joey. Tá aqui começando mais um vídeo, seguindo na série do Batman. Ó, Filhos de Arkham é o capítulo 2. Um velho amigo se torna um novo adversário quando Bruce descobre mais sobre o legado da família Wayne. E o Batman enfrenta a batalha contra o crime e a corrupção de Gotham. Pra quem não assistiu ou pra quem não lembra do último episódio, deu umas treta aí ferrada. O Bruce descobriu que a família dele possivelmente pode ser corrupta e parece que o Alfred estava escondendo alguma coisa. Então, vamos dar sequência. Vai contar um pouquinho aí, ó, no episódio anterior. É até bom.
A revolution is knocking on Gotham's door. When this whole thing starts, make sure you're on the right side.
Mr. Wayne, thank you for opening your house to us. Together, we will change Gotham. Harvey Dent, Gotham's next mayor, and eager to know you.
Vicky Vale, not interested, and reporter for the Gotham Gazette. Carmine Falcone? Is the Dent campaign soliciting votes from Gotham's biggest crime family?
Your father knew which hands to shake.
Don't you know not to corner a wild animal? It's dangerous. I bet.
E toma.
The chemicals. Where are they? We're all being played here, including you. First the money! It's the Waynes. Well, the Waynes are the biggest gangsters in Gotham.
Ó, Alfred lá, ó, no fundo. Ele voltou num lugar onde os pais dele foram assassinados.
Master Bruce.
Sabe o senhor agora, patrão Bruce. Beco do crime, às 5h38 da manhã.
I thought I might find you here. The news was upsetting for both of us. But you should see this. I know you come here for solitude, Bruce. More allegations about his ties to the underworld. This isn't going away. It's all so public and messy.
People are throwing stones at my family, Alfred. I need to understand why.
It's my family too. Don't forget that. I've been dreading this day for nearly 2 decades. I hoped it would never come.
Forget the papers. I want to hear it from you.
Fala a verdade, fala a verdade.
They were billionaires, Bruce. You can't amass that kind of wealth without making certain moral compromises. It's just not possible. That kind of money taints you.
Você escondeu o
kept
segredo
their
dele.
secrets for them.
I'm trying to help you understand.
Then try harder!
Hill greased the wheels of politics. Falcone was the muscle. Thomas legitimized the whole enterprise with his name. Your father, Hamilton Hill, and Falcone, they were partners. Nothing happened in Gotham without them knowing.
E eu sou o último a descobrir.
The papers, they were telling the truth. Everyone knew about this but me.
I know it's a lot to take in. I want you to know I had my suitcases ready. I couldn't stand to be around your father anymore. But then they were killed, and you were all alone. And I just couldn't walk out the door. Everything I did, everything I've ever done, was out of love for you. I hope you can forgive me.
Tá perdoado.
How could I hold this against you? You're all I've got, Alfred.
Thank you. I won't let you down again. This is the first time I've been back here since that night. When the police called me to collect you, I thought they'd finally arrested your father. I couldn't believe a low-life thug like Joe Chill would have the audacity to rob and kill Thomas Wayne. He was simply too well known. Too big. Yet, there it was.
Wouldn't Chill just run when he recognized him?
Well, it's a fair assumption.
But he didn't.
You always said it was a simple mugging. In 20 years, you've never wavered from that story.
I can recall every moment of that night in vivid detail.
O detetive vai entrar em ação?
Sometimes we block out things we
Coisas
don't
que não
want to
queremos
face.
enfrentar.
Maybe there was some detail I overlooked.
Caraca, ele vai pagar de detetive de 20 anos atrás? Então tá, né? Ó. Se for que lembra de tudo. Ó, o beco. Um cara com a arma.
I'm standing here, right now.
And what would the Batman do with his own parents' killer? The possibilities are frightening.
Eu coloquei.
I wouldn't trust myself around him.
Batman doesn't kill.
That's why I wouldn't trust myself.
He was stabbed to death in prison. No one mourns for Joe Chill, Bruce.
Tá bom. Vamos ver os detalhes aqui na parede. Pichação.
He just wanted to protect us.
He thought he was invincible. Sadly, he was mistaken.
I just
Não consigo ver como
picture
criminoso.
him as a criminal, not the kind I deal with.
In that moment, he was simply your father.
I love that movie. Saw it countless times at that theater. How long did it play there?
Only when you wanted to see it, Bruce. Your mother arranged the special screenings personally.
I never knew that. She was always so good to me.
Where exactly does the memory end?
With my father pleading, "You don't have to do this." And the gun fires.
And after that? There are considerable gaps in that recollection.
Maybe. Do I really want to know?
Vamos ver.
Stay back!
Take whatever you want.
Nothing personal.
É sempre do Bruce ver alguma coisa.
He told me you had it coming. You don't have to do this.
Don't follow me. I was making a mistake.
Lembrou. Ô louco, ele ia atirar no Bruce, hein?
Bruce, are you all right?
It wasn't a mug.
Foi um
They
assalto.
were assassinated. And Carmine Falcone knows why.
Yes, 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 yes. Já começou quente o primeiro episódio. Broken Memories. Troféuzinho. Departamento de Polícia de Gotham, às 8h56.
Getting you in to see Falcone like this? I don't have to tell you how many rules we're breaking. Now, don't get me wrong,
Oh,
I'm always
carinha,
here for you. But this could land us both in hot water. I pulled all the strings I had with the lieutenant. This better not come back to bite us.
Look, I get that, Harv, okay? And it means a lot to me.
I know it does, Bruce. It doesn't make it any easier. The last time we brushed shoulders with Falcone, the press made us pay. At least tell me what this is about. Look, I'm all for blind support.
Trust me, you don't want to know.
No, I do. That's why I'm asking. I don't ask questions I don't want to know the answers to.
I'm sorry, Arby. It's better this way.
Fine, don't tell me. I hope none of this comes back to bite us. I don't want headlines taking away from my debate with Hill.
Gentlemen, we finally put Falcone in his cage. Now, thanks to the information you gave me, Bruce, he won't ever get out.
Oh, I'm sorry. Information? What information?
Oh, I assumed you knew. I was going to contact your office first thing.
I gave him some evidence against Falcone.
More like a catalog of his entire criminal empire. It's a case that'll put Falcone away for life.
Is that a fact?
It's the reason I said yes to this unorthodox request.
Nice job bringing in Falcone. Yeah, that son of a bitch better not get off again.
He's not getting off the hook, Renee. Not this time.
Mr. Wayne, Sergeant Renee Montoya. I just wanted to say, some of us police support you, despite what the media is saying.
Thanks, Sergeant.
Valeu. Com licença.
We're keeping Falcone in the infirmary. He's lucky he didn't get roughed up more. I could tell Batman wanted to kill him, but he held back. He cares about doing the right thing.
Whoever he is behind the mask, Batman's a hero to me.
Yeah. It's great to know he's out there watching over the city.
All right, Falcone's inside. Say what you gotta say. We'll be out here.
Episódio 2. Acorda, Falcone. Filhos de Arkham.
The hell?
Acordou, né, vagabundo?
You must have some clout. My own wife can't get in to see me. Good thing I'll be out of here in a week.
We need to talk, Falcone.
You weren't so eager the last time we met. But then, I knew you'd come around. Especially after the press got their teeth into you. You're your father's son. Yeah, that's right. Tommy and I were close. More than friends. More like cousins. Going back decades.
Conte-me o que você
Did you
sabe.
have something to do with his death?
Ah, so that's what this is really about, eh? The pop digging up a 20-year-old killer.
2 killings, and they were never forgotten.
You and me, we're practically family. I thought you'd have figured that out by now. I tried to get through to you at Dent's party. But you showed me the door.
Watch it, Falcone. I still see some unbroken bones.
Tough guy, eh? I bet you came to kick some answers out of me, huh? Your father, Hill, and me, we ran this city. Still do.
Mas ainda mandamos.
God damn this pain. Can't think through it. Morphine's on the side there. Be a good boy and help Uncle Carmine out, huh?
Se eu der morfina ele... um aliviador, pra ver se ele fala. Já que ele nem merece, tá ligado?
40 years I keep my veins clean of any of that gunk. But you never forget the tender kiss. It'd be so easy to give me the whole vial, wouldn't it? Enough there to put an old dog down forever. Of course, you'd never know the whole story. How much of your parents do you have in you?
I'm not a murderer.
No, you're not. That's why you were kept in the dark. Much better, kid. Thank you. Gesture like that reminds me of your mother. Your father may have been the doctor, but Martha, she had the human touch. I think you got more of her in you, tell the truth.
Well, I wouldn't know. You took her from me when I was 9 years old.
But you really think I hired Chill? Sure. I worked with Joe Chill from time to time. Put a button on someone, he'd take him out. But I never ordered that hit on your parents.
So who did?
You can't trust anyone in Gotham. Least of all those you call friend. Your parents learned that.
Ô louco! Que susto da pomba!
The bastard had to die.
Que é isso na boca dela?
Hands in the air! Stand down! Get a doctor! Secure this floor! No one gets in or out!
Caraca!
Go!
Tô que nem o Batman. Puta, mano, mataram. Eu nem descobri se foi ele que mesmo que mandou matar os pais. Que merda, hein, Harvey?
We are in deep shit.
Estamos.
I bought us some time, but not much. Word's gonna get out, sooner or later. Why would she do something like this? We had Gotham's biggest crime lord in our grasp.
Havia algo errado com ela.
I hardly recognized her when she burst in. She was so different from the woman we met in the hall.
It's a disgrace. Another officer gone rogue.
Just doesn't make any sense. She'd never do anything to hurt the department.
Falcone's case meant justice for 1,000 unnamed victims. And now it is a PR disaster. How can I run against corruption when our own cops are redecorating the precinct with their prisoners' brains? Listen, we gotta get out in front of this. We gotta spin it as best we can. Issue a statement saying that we have the shooter in custody. Details are still coming in and we're investigating. The usual.
Harvey's right. We need to control this story or someone else will.
Then we need the whole story, not just part of it.
Lieutenant, Mr. District Attorney, Falcone's lawyers are here.
Oh, Christ. I can delay them for a little while, but we still need
answers.
answers.
Sobrar pro Bruce falar? Então ela tá acordando.
Says anything. I have to know why she did this.
Hora da investigação.
Alfred, Falcone's been murdered.
Good God.
I'm looking into it, but I'll need access to the back computer for anything I find.
Connection secured.
Alfred, I'm gonna try and confirm some suspicions of mine.
Vamos ver primeiro aqui, ó, o negócio da muca dela que eu tinha falado.
Her veins, still visible beneath her skin.
E aqui no pescoço, ó, parece uma injeção, tá vendo? Escorreu o sangue.
That doesn't look like blood.
Ah, é? Tô virando investigativo, que nem o Bruce.
Alfred, I think I found the substance. Analyze and forward me the result.
Yes, sir. Oxi. Não sei onde eu coloquei minha água. Aqui, ó.
Where am I? Mr.
Sir Wayne.
What's going on? Oh, but I got this awful feeling something terrible happened.
Você atirou em alguém.
Not good, Sergeant. You shot Falcone.
I did what? No. God, it's true.
I believe you were drugged, Sergeant.
It would explain a lot. Listen, you have to believe me. I talk big about hurting thugs like Falcone, but I would never betray the lieutenant. Everything is so foggy. I remember a sharp pain.
There's an ejection site on your neck.
Then it just felt light, like I could do whatever I wanted. No guilt, no consequence. There was a voice in my ear insisting Falcone was gonna get off. And all I knew was that I had to stop that. I had to, no matter what.
Did you see a face? Could you ID a suspect?
I don't think so.
Nunca viu ninguém,
There
né?
was some detail. Try.
I remember a hand on my arm, guiding me like a parent with a child. The voice, it was saying something about revolution.
Nossa.
Cobblepot said something similar.
Faz sentido, não faz? Tô virando detetive, mano.
I'm so sorry, Lieutenant. I've let you down.
We stalled Falcone's lawyers for now, but they'll be back. How is she? Did she tell you anything?
Yeah, hey, don't worry about that now.
I found evidence that she was drugged. A fresh injection site on her neck.
I was out of my mind, Lieutenant. Please believe me.
Hey, I do. Of course I do. Hey, get forensics in here. Now!
She remembers a voice saying something about revolution.
That's not much to go on.
Now, if you're bringing forensics in, let's get Bruce out.
Alfred, I gotta get back to the manor. I've got a lead on whoever's behind this.
Bruce!
De novo? Pô,
What are you doing here?
sem soltar
My
não,
friends
olha.
in the GCPD have been telling stories.
Sorry, Vicky, I can't talk to the press.
Your lips are moving. Words are coming out.
You know what I mean.
Essa mina
Word
só
is
se
there were
ferra.
shots fired near where Falcone was being held. Know anything about that? I mean, you must have been back there when it happened.
Didn't you hear me? I said no comment.
Don't be like that, Bruce. Talk to me. Word is you turned over enough dirt on Falcone to put him in Blackgate Prison for life. A day after he showed up at your house. And now you're here. You can't afford to be associated with another scandal. I can keep your name out of whatever we print, but you need to give me something I can use. Who fired the shots? A cop? I can tell by the way you're brushing me off that something happened.
Não deu tempo pra isso.
Please, get out of my way, Vicky. I'm in a hurry.
Disappointing. Maybe you have more to do with this than I thought.
Pensa o que você quiser, querida.
Either Cobblepot drugged Montoya himself, or someone else is using his revolutionary rhetoric. Either way, I need to find him. Let's put our drones in the air and start a search. I'll run a trace on his cell. In the meantime, we have to find out what we can do about this drug.
The computer's been analyzing the chemicals from Montoya's bloodstream.
Throw that up on the monitor. The residue I scanned on Montoya is similar to the nerve agent I found at the docks.
O mesmo gás que envenenou o policial.
It's ironic that Falcone died at the hands of someone drugged with his chemicals. Who'd have guessed that's how he'd meet his maker? Prone in his sick bed, surrounded by police who were ordered to protect
Ele merecia.
Falcone had it coming. You cause as much pain as he did, eventually it comes back on you.
We should all be mindful of that. I hope he told you something before he was killed. What did you learn from him?
Ele disse que nós éramos família, Alfred.
Family? Funny, I don't recall any Sunday dinners with the mob.
It wasn't Falcone who called the hit.
Yes, well, I suppose that makes sense. Your father, Hill, and Falcone would have balanced each other.
Foi o Hill, o presidente? Presidente, prefeito, acho que é prefeito.
Two compounds.
Olhar a amostra.
Fine drug is like a weapon. It only took a small injection to strip Montoya of her moral filters and make her act on her base impulses.
Tá. A amostra das drogas.
With the base chemicals. The reaction was messy or out of control. Both compounds seem stable, but they're quick to fall apart. Whoever processed it knew what they were doing.
What could the creators of such a drug possibly have in mind? Fighting your wars is one thing, but drugging others to fight them for you?
Podem criar exército.
The amount they stole from Falcone, they could build a small army of remorseless assassins.
The thought is chilling. Your drones are in position to triangulate Cobblepot's location.
Selecione o drone, vamos ver.
Find her now. Send a strong message.
Pinguim. Opa. Ou seja, Oz é o pinguim. Oz é o pinguim, Harvey Dent é o duas caras, né? Só não transformou ainda. Celina é mulher gato.
Bring me her head.
O último é esse aqui, cadê?
There you go. You'll be alright. Alright.
No mesmo lugar onde o Falcone ficava.
Falcone's body to get cold, did you, Oz?
Going to speak with him, Bruce?
Bruce Wayne already tried talking with Cobblepot. It's time he...
Yes. Batman. Watts Skyline às 4h57, faltando 3 minutinhos para 5 da tarde. Parece uma rádio, né? Só com os criminosos, né? Já entrei, mano. Mano, Batman. Aê. Toma.
You lot, come check out this office.
somewhere in... I don't know! You can help me.
E aí, rapaziada? Boa tarde.
Let him go.
Batman!
Batman!
It's about time! You kill a crime boss, you'd expect a word of thanks from Gotham's #1 vigilante. Don't worry, I'll pass your gratitude on to those who made it happen.
Eu sei das
You used
drogas.
an innocent cop to do your dirty work. I know how you've been using the drugs you stole at the docks. Where are they?
Is this about Falcone? We all saw how you felt about Falcone.
Aquele maluco de azul ali.
On live TV. If you
Tamanho
were
do
truly
cabra.
the defender
Olha
of
lá.
this city, you'd have finished the job
CJ
yourself.
azul. Tomou bomba.
Falcone deserved to die. Vermin like Falcone, they deserve to be stomped out. Believe me,
Eu não
I
mato.
know.
I don't kill my enemies.
Maybe that's why you got so many. Might be time to reconsider. As a show of good faith, I'm gonna let this one go. How's about we talk this through? We helped you with Falcone. Now, if we could just cut out the rest of the rot, like Wayne and Hill, ordinary folks might be able to breathe.
What is it about this place that attracts criminal scum like you? You're going to attack the mayor? That's not going to
Prefeito.
happen.
Attack? Absolutely not. Mayor Hill's role has been decided. Here's the thing. I actually admire you, Batman. We both want the same kinds of things. Me and my people, we've got big plans for Gotham.
They found Catwoman.
What do you want with her?
We had a deal. She didn't make good on it. So sorry this didn't work out, mate. I'd stay to watch. I would, but I still got a Catwoman problem to deal with. Oh, what's her name again?
Selina.
Yes! Oh, beautiful name.
É, vamos ter uma treta desgraçada aqui pelo jeito. Toma. Tá pomba. Cheio é forte. Sai. Sai. Pô, dá uma cadeirada no bicho. Olha aí, porra. Nossa, papai. Dá até um desespero quando tá caindo aqui. Apertar os botões errados é fácil. Sumiu? Ei, grandão. Ainda não acabou a nossa treta.
Alfred, track down Selina Kyle.
I'll find her right away.
A big fan.